Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham, and today we have waken up to an Ahsoka Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure preview, a figure announcement, and it's Hera Syndulla. And we saw this coming because she was teased with Chopper, but at the same time, I'm really surprised. I think I'm surprised with how impressed I am with this figure. So without further ado, let's get into it. But make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss any new content coming your way. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. And let's take a look at this figure. I was pretty impressed with Hera in the show. As a lot of you know, she's one of my favorites here. So I want to make sure that this thing looks accurate, true to the show, true to the actress and whatnot. Let's start with the head sculpt. So of course, this is something that Hot Toys is doing a lot more lately. We're doing the separate rolling eyeballs. It's got its benefits and it's got its drawbacks. The drawbacks are they're doing the separate eye rolling system, so it's really hard to get the eyes to line up. So I typically don't mess with them too much. And then sometimes there's a gap between the eyes, like, you know, you can see there's just like a little bit of a ridge where there's separation from the sculpt to the eyes. So, but it's nice that you get a lot of different looks. It's going to be, you know, they're showing the holsters here. They're showing that back shot, which I'm not going to lie, I don't want to sound perverted, but that was, you know, that was a lot of people's favorite part. So I think it looks a little flat, looks a little small in some angles, but, you know, you want these figures to be truly accurate. And I think in this photo, though, the proportions look pretty good. The shape looks pretty good of Hera herself. I love the outfit. I love the contrast with the browns and the oranges. And then obviously the green skin looks really, really nice. You know, their detailed embroidery design, which is really cool, attention to detail. But they didn't say anything about this coat being true leather. I really think Hot Toys needs to step up their game with the materials. This pleather stuff is just, it's not good enough, you know, this day and age. And I really do think this should have been a leather coat, but I digress. Here we have, you know, the upper head shot here, somewhat the upper body shot. I think she looks really good. I think the colors in the skin look really good. Looks really realistic. She might suffer from a little bit of like dead eyes, but in some angles when you get the eyes moving, and that's what the SIRS system does, is it makes the figure come alive. So when she's looking straight ahead, she does have a little bit of a dead stare. But then in other shots here where she's looking in a different direction, I think she definitely looks good. You know, and she's really, this figure is kind of selling me now on Sabine and Chopper. I was kind of like on the edge of like, will I get these? Will I not? I don't know. The show was really good, but was it good enough to go all in on these figures? And I don't know, man. This one looks really hard to pass. And even Sabine looks really, really good. She wasn't my favorite character, but she looks really good. They're nailing these head sculpts with the ladies lately, and that's really really nice to see. You know, she comes with one of her accessories here. I can't remember what that is, but you get the typical Star Wars base, which is okay. You know, I'm not really sure what I would have rather had. At least this will match the other Star Wars figures in the collection. And I really do think this figure is going to pop on the shelf. I like it a lot. The outfit is tailored 100% to the figure. It looks very detailed. I love the holsters here, and just, again, the head sculpt and everything looks so very much impressive. Very big Hera fan here. I don't know if there needs to be a little bit more like makeup around the eyes or not too. That just looks a little, she wasn't like wearing a lot of makeup, but at the same time, I don't know if there needs to be darker around the eyes. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think of that, if I'm onto something there, or if that's just, you know, my brain not working properly. But haven't seen anything like too dynamic with posing, so I don't know if, like, you know, she's going to have double bends in the arms. Obviously, you can get a different look here by taking off the leather coat, which is really cool too, just to change things up. But the headdress too is really, really well done. The figure is just, it's seriously, it's really impressive. I don't know what else to say. This is something that I think I might have to pick up. Like, the show was a lot better than people thought it would be. Was it perfect? No, but you know, even if you're a Rebels fan, I think this is a must get for you. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Rebels fans have been waiting for, you know, for these figures. So this is really, really cool day. Really a nice surprise to wake up to. When this goes on live for Sideshow, I'm going to be guessing she's going to be around the 265, 270 mark. I'm just trying to think of the other figures that she's in line with that it makes sense, you know, like a Casca Reeves or a Fennec. Fennec was like 255, you know, so I'm guessing 255 to 265 range here for this figure, because it doesn't look like she comes with a ton of stuff, and we're going to look at that in 1 second here. But I don't see, I mean, obviously it's probably going to be a new head sculpt, and, you know, it's not a leather jacket, at least I don't think so. The base is very plain. She comes with a bunch of hands, her radio remote there, and just like the pistol, and then the other almost like communication system thing. So there's not a ton here that I gotta say is going to be overly expensive, so I'm going to stick to that price range. Let me know what you guys think of this figure. Is this something you're going to get? Do you think she's done well? Do you think the head sculpt is on point to Hera herself? I think it is. I think it's 90% of the way there, and I'm pretty impressed, but I think she does suffer a little bit from the dead eye stare. But man, for a prototype, this looks really, really good, and I hope that the quality when it is announced, or not announced, when it's released, looks just as good, because this is definitely something that I'm going to consider getting, and now this is making me consider getting into the line as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.